We built a frame earlier in the summer. We had originally used 1/2 inch ply due to our research online. I'm sure for some, this would have been enough, but I wasn't satisfied with its durability, so I moved up to 3/4 inch. With its thicker size, the cabinetry was much more sturdy.
So, we're working on the dado for the cabinet. So, Danny, we have it marked off. So, this is 18, 25, 14 inches. Now we're gonna cut a slot there.
The dado.
The dado.
That's what she knows.
The dado.
She's just not saying it because...
No, I did say it at the beginning.
Okay, she knows. And she laid out one of the 16th there.
I did say it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, so... Ha ha ha! No battery.
I was trying really hard. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Eventually it was a memory of the time I...
Take two.
So, I cut on the wrong line. But that is why you don't cut all the way. You cut a little bit, then you look at it, realize you made the mistake, adjust, and we can still use this. It's not the end of the world. It's only like this much. But yes, gotta pay more attention. We're trying to remove this, which sometimes I do this to help myself, like color it in. That is what we're removing. The center, not the sides. No!
Oh no.
What did you do to me?
The whole thing just fell over. Okay. Good?
Yeah. Okay.
So we got about 3 cut out right now, glued together. It's gonna be 24 hours until it actually cures. So, working on the little drawers right now. And the hinges, not the hinges, but the slides we got. From Amazon, kind of cheap. And, I mean, not cheap in the sense of money-wise, but cheap quality, I guess. I think this is what you get. And then you kind of stuff like this, right? Watch out! That like blew me back. That's a lot of air coming out.
Is that a camera?
Yeah.
So we just have some of the drawers here on their sides. We don't have the bottoms in yet. We're gonna put the bottoms in. I'm just gonna wait till everything's glued. There's a bunch of different ways to do the bottoms. There's ways to cut out a little, like with a router out a little pocket and then slide it in, or even just dado or whatever. There's a billion different ways to do it. I'm probably just gonna choose the easiest way, which is just to take some 1/4 inch board on the smaller ones and 1/2 inch on the bigger ones on the bottom, and then just brad nail and glue them. That seems like it'll be fine. For what we want to do, it's going to be fine. So right now we're just letting them cure overnight. Needs to be a full 24 hours for curing, and then we can start figuring out what we're doing for the bottoms, and also just start fitting them into the cabinet themselves.
Barely showed anything.
Uh-oh. We need the handles now. So something that we had to buy because we don't have a drill press is this thing. This Miles Craft, it's called 1318. It's a pretty cool tool because it kind of turns your power drill into a drill press. The only thing is it's still just like, you know, you can see here, it really is meant to have probably these screwed in before you do it. But since this is gonna be finished, I didn't want to actually screw this in. And since it's right on the edge, it's just been really awkward. I've been having to put this bit of lumber, like it's, you know, it's a 1x3 piece, which is 3/4, right? And this is 3/4 plywood, and I'm just trying to like balance it, but it's a little uneven, and that's why we're getting some slipping. And then, yeah, you just basically put your drill like this on top of it and push down, and the spring retracts it. And then this on this side, you just set the depth that you want, which I did. So these are the correct depth for what I'm trying to do, which is put the concealed hinges in like so. So that's the right depth. That's perfect. So this has been working. The good news is no one's really gonna see these, and a lot of this is gonna be painted after it's done, and these will be like this. As you can see, I already have one of the doors in, and it works excellent. I'll probably put some softeners on the inside of the door here, just so that you don't hear that slam every time. But all these hinges work good, and they look good too. So we'll have these painted. This will be the finished sides now, and then these will have, the drawers will have one more layer of wood over in front of it, and then we're gonna have the handles installed eventually. But yeah, that's basically what we're battling with. So we're putting on the drawer handles, and I already put one on. I took this drawer out because we're gonna sand this down and repaint it, just because it's a little bit rough. Some of them are nice and smooth, but yeah, that one's just not that good. But it was the top one. What I do is I just start by taking a screw, kind of like as a center punch, and I make my spot for my drill bit on each end. How I got these lines measured is I measured the center of these from here to here, the center of them, and then at the top we just took our level and leveled from the top going down, and that's where we got all these marks. So the theory is, by using the level that way, is that all of these lines, when you have all the handles on, are gonna be perfectly in line with each other. Even if these boards or
whatever, the wood itself is a little bit off, and you can see some of these, like this one right here is too long for whatever reason. I'm just gonna cut it off with the jigsaw, it's fine. But that doesn't matter because the level will make it so all the lines are the same. So that's the idea. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load up on brad nails. I didn't glue them. We might live to hello there. We might live to regret that, or I might live to regret that, like not gluing them first. But it's because I was kind of like the faces on. I was kind of like shifting them, and then I wasn't confident just gluing it. And all of a sudden, before you know it, I have them all on. They're all set up. And so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get more brad nails. I have a bunch more, and on the inside they don't go all the way through, and I'll just go and just pump it full of lead.